Michael Schumacher, the greatest Formula One driver of all time. No question. Ask any German. You don't agree? Come on, look at the numbers. 7 world titles, 91 race victories. That's 40 more than Prost, 50 more than Senna. He's the greatest record breaker in the history of sport. You name it, he achieved it. Okay, he was no angel, I give you that. But every champion must have a ruthless streak, don't you say? Think of Schumacher, and the image that comes to mind is of the Red Baron dominating the track in his scarlet Ferrari. But he actually made his name with Benetton, taking his first title in only his 3rd full season in Formula One, winning 8 races as he went toe-to-toe with Damon Hill. It came down to the final race of the season in Australia.
Look, Schumacher's off. Schumacher's lost time.
Yeah.
Hill goes by.
Oh, out goes Schumacher. And if Damon Hill has to retire, that will mean that Schumacher will be world champion. What an incredible development. And the 1994 World Championship has been won, a lot of people will say, by default, by Michael Schumacher.
An unpremeditated heat-of-the-moment foul or malice aforethought? No matter. The result stood and Schumacher was world champion, but not a wholly popular one.
He is prepared to do anything to win and to prevent anyone else from beating him. I think that's borne out by his actions.
There were no such debates the following season. Although he continued to clash with Hill, he won 9 races and took the title by 33 points to become the youngest 2-time champion in Formula One history. By now, he was hot property, and in 1996, he took on the challenge of trying to revitalize the oldest and grandest team in the sport, Ferrari. 17 years since Jody Scheckter won the last title in 1979. Schumacher was a consummate team builder, and he assembled a force completely dedicated to him. In return, he rewarded them with an awe-inspiring level of commitment, and the returns were almost immediate. 3 wins arrived in his first season before, in 1997, he once more took the race for the title down to the wire. This time the opponent was Jacques Villeneuve, the setting Jerez.
Villeneuve is all over him, look, he's going through! Oh yes! I don't think...
Out goes Michael Schumacher!
That didn't work, Michael, you hit the wrong part of him, my friend. I don't think Michael's going to be seeing the Williams stuck in the pits as he did with Damon Hill those years ago.
And look at the joy, the new world champion, Jacques Villeneuve.
What it proves is what he did in '94 against Damon. At least this time it's the opposite that happened. Michael didn't play it really well because he broke his car and didn't damage my car enough.
This time he would not get away with it, banished from the championship in disgrace. He wouldn't get as close again until he finally took the title with Ferrari in the year 2000, his 5th season with the team. That year he saw Mika Hakkinen in the penultimate race of the season.
Grazie.
It was the start of a partnership so complete as to appear at times invincible. 5 consecutive championships between 2000 and 2004, winning an incredible 45 races from 85. With 7 titles, the legendary 500 record of 5 world championships long since battered. His blinding speed, supreme tactical acumen, awesome physical fitness, and the ability to lead and inspire his team. Few others have possessed that combination of race-winning characteristics. But not everyone was enamored. Domination breeds monotony, and Schumacher and Ferrari were accused of turning the sport into a parade. In some cases it was. Schumacher and the selfless Rubens Barrichello taking team orders to the extreme. So in 2005, new rules were introduced in a bid to make the series more competitive. It did exactly that. Ferrari and Schumacher were reined in. There was a new kid on the block, Fernando Alonso, and Schumacher didn't like it. Having surrendered his crown to him in 2005, he was prepared to do anything to win what would be his 8th World Championship. Some of it not in the rulebook. In Monaco, having set the fastest time in qualifying, He then blocked part of the circuit, forcing Alonso to slow down. It was warm. And it went down to the final race of the season in Brazil. By now, Michael had announced he would retire at the end of the season. Luck was not on his side. Mechanical problems meant he couldn't complete qualifying, and in the race he blew a tire, forcing him to the back of the field. He fought valiantly back up to fourth, but there was to be no fairy tale story. He walked away from the cockpit, and we thought that would be that. Only 18 months ago, he still showed no desire to return to the sport.
Why? There's nothing else that I can top. I mean, for my own satisfaction. Nothing else. I can only lose. And I don't like losing.
Genius or madness? Only time will tell. But there will be another chapter in the Michael Schumacher story.